Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of MJ. Every day a dieting based episode for you guys. Today going to be talking about the post-workout anabolic window. So back it up a little bit. Gonna go back to the thought process, the mindset going back 5, 10 plus years ago, where there was this theory or this concept of a post-workout anabolic window, whereby from the time you finish your workout, there's a specified period of time in which you need to get your post-workout shake, your protein, your carbs, your supplements into your body, because that's when your body is going to be most anabolic or most receptive to the proteins, the carbs, the supplements, and everything else that you're consuming. And if you miss that window, that window of opportunity, so to speak, you pretty much wasted a workout. You may as well have not trained, because you've missed the opportunity to really capitalize on that workout with your post-workout nutrition and supplementation. That was the mindset that most people in the bodybuilding game had, you know, up until about 5 or 10 years ago. That was kind of like, you know, that was what everybody did. That was what was accepted. There was this post-workout anabolic window of opportunity, and like, if you, from when you dropped the last dumbbell, if you didn't get your post-workout nutrition and supplementation in within that, you know, some people said it was 30 minutes, some said 45, some said an hour, you know, you wasted time. Should not have trained, should not have wasted your time, because you've just wasted the entire workout. You haven't capitalized on it. What we now know, guys, is we know that from a protein perspective, that when you train a particular muscle group, your protein synthesis for that muscle group stays elevated for between 48 to 72 hours. So your body is able to be more receptive to amino acids from proteins that you consume, whether they're supplementary proteins, whole food proteins, for 48 to 72 hours after that workout for that particular muscle group. From a carbohydrate perspective, we're really concerned about insulin response. We know that you have elevated insulin response or elevated insulin sensitivity following a workout. That's done and dusted. Everyone understands that. We do know, however, that insulin response, that insulin sensitivity stays elevated until you get some sort of food into your system. So if you get, you know, your post-workout nutrition in 30 minutes after you finish your workout, or you get it in 2 hours after you finish your workout, or 3 hours or 4 hours, or however long, you're still gonna have a very similar insulin response, because of the fact that you've depleted your glycogen levels during your workout. So your insulin response is definitely elevated post-workout, but it stays elevated until you effectively get your post-workout nutrition in, no matter what that time period is. We understand that now. We know that those two concepts, those two things work together, your elevated protein synthesis and your elevated insulin sensitivity, and that's really what the theory about the post-workout window of opportunity was all about. But what we now know is that that window of opportunity extends pretty much for 48 to 72 hours until that elevated period of protein synthesis dies off. We know that insulin sensitivity is going to be there no matter what. It just depends on when you have that meal. You're still going to get a very similar insulin response. The protein synthesis is really the limiting factor, but it's a limiting factor for 48 to 72 hours. So theoretically, your post-workout window of opportunity, or your post-workout anabolic window, extends for about 2 days. It extends from when you finish your workout till about 48 hours, possibly even to 72 hours after you finish that workout. You're still gonna get elevated protein synthesis. You're still gonna get elevated insulin sensitivity, which is ideal for your body actually using the supplements that you have in your post-workout nutrition. So this post-workout anabolic window of opportunity being a set 30-minute, 40-minute, hour time frame post-workout really is just obsolete now. We now we know better. We know that that's just not the case. I will mention, however, that the sooner you can get your post-workout nutrition in, the sooner you can get your proteins, your carbs, your supplements in, the faster you're going to be able to start the recovery process. So the quicker you're going to get the anabolic response with the spiked insulin, the elevated protein synthesis, and the supplementation being driven from the bloodstream into muscle cells where you want the supplements to be doing what they do, the sooner you can get that, the quicker you're going to spark the recovery process. So if you look at person X, for example, and person Y, they do exactly the same workout. They finish the workout at exactly the same time. Person X gets his post-workout nutrition in 30 minutes after the workout. Person Y gets their post-workout nutrition in 3 hours after the workout. Person X is starting the recovery process much quicker and is going to be able to recover much quicker than person Y. And that's really the only benefit that you're going to get of getting your post-workout nutrition in as soon as possible following your workout. So if recovery is a big deal to you because you're backing it up with a workout 12 hours or 24 hours later, or recovery for whatever purpose is a priority to you, then it is going to be beneficial for you to get your post-workout nutrition in as soon as you possibly can once you've finished your workout. If recovery is not that big a deal to you, what we now know is it really doesn't matter. And this theory of if you don't get your post-workout nutrition in 30, 45, an hour post-workout that you've wasted the workout is just complete bullshit. We know now that that's complete bullshit. The one thing that it will affect is recovery time. So far as post-workout anabolic window of opportunity is concerned these days, guys, we know that it extends out 2 to 3 days after you work out. If recovery is not a big deal to you, don't stress about it. You're still going to capitalize on your workout provided you're getting good quality nutrients, proteins, carbs, and good quality supplements that support your goal in after your workout within some period of time. If recovery is a big deal to you, try and get them in as soon as possible post-workout, because that is what is going to start the recovery process. That is what is going to give your body that anabolic response. And guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of MJ Everyday, dealing with the post-workout anabolic window of opportunity. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn your post notifications on both on your mobile and your cell phone and your desktop PC so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the Massive Joes YouTube channel. Until tomorrow, I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.